Let's see if we can't melt this guy down. He's doing a good job at getting rid of my acid, but that only works for so long. It could be Gamba, it could be explosive resist. No health, can't take the risk. I mean, getting huge with chaotic costs is really strong. It is very strong because it allows me to become significantly larger. I'm gonna go for chaotic costs. I think it's the most valuable. Holy fuck, I rolled terribly. Something that I'm using is really bad. Look at the way my health bar changed. What happened? Oh my god! Okay. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Uh-oh. I guess we're making our body out of acid now. This is stupid. Alright. What happens if someone zaps the interior acid cells? You don't want to know. What's that? Is that explosive? That's explosive! How'd explosive? Oh my god, I'm killing myself! Okay, I need to get rid of these guys here. Those are bad. Okay. Explosive rolled well, which is awesome. Because that means we can do dumb shit with explosives. What is stuck inside of you? Oh, you've got a plant stuck inside you. That's funny. Explain how this would have evolved with environmental pressures. It's an abomination of nature, and that's all it is. It's something that should have never been. And yet here it is. Heart cells? Good roll on heart cells? Oh, great roll on heart cells. Wonderful. That's awesome. I just realized we have super cheap explosives and super cheap heart cells. Which is exciting. And that slippery cell? Oh my god, we can do slippery hard. That's awesome. Yoink. Don't mind if I do. I think we're gonna have to get stupid. Okay. And then... We're hearts? This is a heartless run. We don't get hearts. Okay. What is this build? Exploding stick. That is the build. Okay. We only need one of these. There we go. And then we will do some of this action. Okay. A little too expensive, but that's okay. We'll trim it down. Technically only need like a single layer of this stuff. Okay, this thing should kick ass. Look at the part where I got touched by poison and nearly died instantaneously. I need to be careful about that. Okay. Why does it wobble? Because it's too big. That's the problem. Okay, this should be pretty good. As long as I don't blow myself up too bad. More armor? I'm pure armor. I am pure armor, is the thing. Is that a detached cell over there? It is. I gotta check that out. Could be very good for the build. Okay, what do we got? Is detach unbelievably expensive? No, it's good. Okay, nice. So detached cells, making this cheap is nice. How are breakaways? They're expensive, but we can work on that. Aliens, don't put this in a YouTube video. If it wins, it's going in. You guys are always making it. Listen, it's just an effective design. It's not my fault. Ow. Why that shape? Okay. This is the majority of my biomass. I need to keep the explosives away from the majority of my biomass. How am I going to do that? Do you have any ideas? Oh, what if I make a long stick and then I put the explosives on the end of the stick so that way I don't explode the main body? Wow, what an effective idea. What else do you want me to do? Okay, let's just replace these and stash this for now. Oops. Okay. And then swap this out for that. There we go. Should be able to make it up, in theory. Good. It's very jiggly. Not what I was expecting. Why is it like... Oh, God. What's this build supposed to do? I'm not done it yet, is the thing. So we're gonna have breakaway. No, we're gonna have chain. Breakaway. Hang on, let's get the chain full way around us. We set up our breakaway to go all the way around. Our breakaways are terribly expensive. It's the most expensive part of the build. We might be going too big, but we only need one layer breakaway, so maybe it'll be fine. We'll see. Okay, so like that. I might have to shrink this down a little bit. I think I'm going to, just for the sake of cost. There we go. And then we are going to have... These have extra storage, so I'm going to use these. So... Interior chain. So the idea is we're trying to make chain armor. For anybody wondering what the hell we're doing. This is just an experimental idea, but I think that it has some merit. So we'll give it a try. Okay, and then it's going to need detach activators. So we'll just kind of strategically place these around. Like so. There we go. And then, in between that, we're going to use these, because they have this. It's already too expensive, so we're going to have to shrink down again, but that's okay. We can do that. It is a big boy. I kind of dreamed big. Perhaps too big. The question is, I think we just do a single layer, right? Like, that makes the most sense to me. So, like, I don't think I do the third layer of chain. I think this is it. Okay, we need to shrink this down to be usable again, so... Fuck, it's expensive. Let's see how it does. So, activate... Can't really deactivate it is the problem. Okay, let's do one of these. Hello, Majima. Welcome on in. Okay. Let's see if they just detach now. I've just got a bunch of garbage following me around. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, jet is 2 costs. It's very expensive. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. The problem is that it stops me from regenerating, so like, what good is the armor? This is a mess of a build. Let's see if it can actually, like, deal with anything. I'm curious. I get a strong feeling that the chain thing is really bad. It's okay, Silver. Yeah, just link me the build and I'll try it out next time. Cause yeah, I think we're kind of doomed to die if we continue using this. I do think that there is something to like a linking armor build. I think linking has a lot of potential for that sort of thing. That said, I don't think that this is necessarily the best test environment. My goodness. This is a little messy. Seems good. Double acid? I'm not gonna use acid. I'm not a fan of acid long term. Okay. Chain still has some scenario where I could see myself using it. I'm gonna swap these out for, am I gonna use... I guess I'll use, how do I want to do this? I think I want to do breakaway up here. We're just gonna have this breakaway double explosive line. And then we'll have, some of these guys in there. Yeah, we could set up a leeching scenario pretty freely. I think we can, let's do that, sure. We've got like an insane amount of space to this build. We might as well have like a, I was gonna say this can be our docking port, but it's, surprisingly flimsy. There we go. Okay. Welcome to your own personal hell. There we go. We'll get this a little bit bigger and rounder. There we go. We'll do some of these. Okay. This will keep us relatively safe. Minefield generator, yeah, a little bit. There we go. How are we doing on biomass? We actually can be so much larger. Yeah, sounds good there, Silver. I'll be very curious to see it. Always interesting to see what other people are up to in this game. Okay. Try a bit of that. The one problem about seeing really cool stuff in a video game like this is, like, the flashier it is, the less likely it's something functional. At least that's how it was in Noita. I don't know if it's like that for this game as well. But it very well could be. Okay, we've got even more space, but I don't think I even need it. I don't think I even need the extra space. Okay, this should kick ass. This should be unbelievably unstoppable, in theory. In practice, we'll see. But I can't fathom this. Oh god. It's struggling to get through. I have a hard time believing this thing's gonna be stopped by anything in the early game. But I have been surprised before. The thing just got deleted. Now that exploding won't kill you, would feelers be better? I think being able to choose when the explosion happens is very good. Because otherwise it's just going to chain explode itself repeatedly, kind of like what it's doing right now, but even worse. What if you surrounded yourself with explosives? That would be funny. But I think that's all it would be. I think it would be one of those scenarios that leads to funny accidental death. Now regen mutation would be a good addition. I don't know if I even want regen mutation. Because our regeneration's better with just the dummy. Yeah, if I get explosive resistance, I could see myself going for that. I also need some stuff to reduce my heat costs, though. Because right now, it's very easy for me to get overheated. Alright, have a good in there, Silver. Thank you for hanging out. God damn, it's a big boom. Alright. Self-colliding spike is the worst combo in the game. I mean, maybe. Yeah, leech does not get stopped by damage. The only thing that's gonna stop my leeching is if my dummy runs out of HP. Maybe, Michael Scott. I've thought about different strategies like that, but they tend to be less efficient than one might hope. The chain armor did not work. It was bad. Just blow this guy up. There we go. He got absolutely demolished. Totally destroyed. I guess we'll pop this guy. There we go. Alright. I think we're gonna go strafing. Yeah. I think we go orb mode. Did you see what I said about charge bomb? I missed it, Derek. Would you say it again? Kind of feel like leeching cells need a change to make them more useful, like spike heat impact. They're great for builds like this, but they always seem underwhelming on the outside. I agree. I think they need a minor rework, Bird. The fact that the single most effective way to use them is pretty much always this, I think is a bad sign and means that they do need a bit of a rework. Speaking of a rework, we're going to rework our build here and see what we can do. So I'm going to grab all of these. A bit of that. Oop, oop. Okay. Yeah, leech is kind of very cheesy right now. It would be nice if it was, like, better in non-cheese scenarios. Okay, there we go. That's 3. Here's 4. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to become a large sphere. Let me do some of this. Try to center that as best as we can. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, we'll give him a little bit more space than that. There we go. That's better. Okay. And then we want this. And we want these. Good. You love the new symmetries. They're fun. They're very good. Okay, let's do one of... Oh, that's wrong. Okay, good. Good! Okay. Now we are starting to look a menace. Okay. Let's clean this up a bit. I think we're a little bit too big. I'm gonna have to shrink down a bit. Like that. Okay. A little bit of this action. There we go. Looking good. And I think now we just say, fuck it, we ball. Can I pull this off? I don't know if I can. Let's see. Yeah, not quite. Okay. We'll just do this. And then we'll have feelers. Yeah, we ball literally. We're literally balling. Okay. Some of this, some of that. Yeah, this is going to be chaotic. But that's... Oh! Shit, man! Oh! What did I touch, even? Okay. Alright. Whoopsie. Okay. That's why you need explosion immunity if you want to do that, I guess. That's... Fuck. A little bit of a fuck there. That is awesome, though. I touched, like, one tiny thing, and I just got turned into confetti. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Shit. It was a good death. Alright, Heartless has beaten me again. For today.
My granny, cause she said, tell me you want your heart away and forget about I'm balling in and out of cause who with me, I'm a kitty granny. My granny, cause she said, tell me you want your heart away and forget about I'm balling in and out of cause who with me, I'm a kitty granny. My granny, cause she said, tell me you want your heart away and forget about